Yo, what's up, guys? What's up, Facebook fam? Hope you guys are doing well. Hello. We are here doing our KoAloha lessons on Zoom. Yeah. So hope you guys are doing great. Let me get some stuff going on my end, and then we are doing Aloha ʻOe part 2. Okay. So we're gonna work on lyrics today. Thanks guys for popping in. Hello. What's up, Facebook? How you guys doing? All right. Okay, let me tune up real quick and get this party started. How's you guys' week? You guys been good so far? Yeah? Good. Good to see you guys. So Facebook, this is a free lesson brought to you by KoAloha Ukulele. So please feel free to share it to your pages. And so while we're streaming, you guys can stream too. All right, so we'll do a quick little recap on what we worked on last week. We did, hi Natty, hello. And then so we did Aloha ʻOe last week, all right? And so we worked on the rhythm and the timing. But here we go. We are gonna get into the strumming pattern, okay? So what we worked on last week for Aloha ʻOe, we're gonna start by just using our G6 or Hawaiian G, all right? Now the strumming pattern, remember now, and we always talk about this in all of my classes, all right? Making sure that you have enough space where you can see through the neck and your hand, all right? Very necessary, because if you have a hard time fitting your fingers in this way, it's always good to have space to turn your hand out. Okay, small little tip, but very important. All right, so go ahead, pinch, tuck the other three, and twist. Creates almost as if you're holding a pick. Okay. Now a strumming pattern, your very first one, make sure your wrist is moving, it's rotating nice and smooth. All right, up, down. Okay, that's the first movement. Now the rest will be up, down, 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 up, down, down, down. Okay. Now the key is to keep it nice, smooth, and those rotations are nice and round. All right. You want to keep it nice and clean. Okay, so that's pretty much the basic strumming pattern. Now, there are going to be times where you might hear some extra strums in between, and I think we talked about this last week. All right. What do you call that? Oh, okay. So, that's what we talked about it last week, where you know, when you roll it, you know, every so often, because I like fisting, right? So when you have your fist, it adds weight. And so it creates a bounce. All right. So every so often, you might see that bounce, you might hear it. And so it might add an extra strum. All right. So you guys might experience some extra sounds in there. And so when that happens, just don't worry about it. Just stick with the clean pattern, which is the up, down, 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 up, down, down, down. There, you heard that bounce? I had a bounce in there, so it sounds like an extra up, down. And there's nothing wrong with that. But for the most part, nice, clean strums. Okay? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I am gonna share the lyrics. This also will be found on my Patreon. Okay. Hey, what's up, Facebook Ohana? Aloha, aloha. Definitely. Why don't you guys pop in a comment, say hi, let us know where you're watching from as we jam this fantastic song before we get into um, our words. Okay? Very cool. All right. So, using our G6 chord here, C2, A2, C chord, everybody's favorite, A3. Now for the D7, you see it's a standard bar D7, yeah? So where the number 1 and number 1 is on the G and the E, that's what we're going to use. All right? So Hawaiian D7 on that one. And then you also have your G7. Okay? All right. So for our introduction, we're going to do it 2 times through. All right, 2 strumming patterns. All right, and we're gonna do it twice. Here we go. Let's go through our intro. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and D7, G, D7, ha hail, ha hail, tauali na pali, eli aela ikana G7, aloha, aloha, ʻOe, aloha, ʻOe, eke ona no, ika lipo. One fond embrace, aho'i until we meet again. D7, high hail, ah, hang on. Taking a pause. Okay, who is that? Can we please mute everybody? That was great. All right, okay, but how is everybody doing with the melody? You guys good? Yeah? Strumming is decent? No, still tricky? Okay, for some of us good, some of us tricky, but that's okay. All right, so we're gonna keep on working on that. Now we'll do a little bit more in terms of melody, okay, and then we'll get into the lyrics, okay, before the ending of the stuff. The refrain, I think. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay, Elaine. All right. Okay, yeah, it's a little bit tricky, all right? And again, like the way I do it is just one version, you know what I mean? But it's for the most part it's the same thing. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's run through the melody one more time. Does anybody have any questions on the strumming pattern? Are we pretty clear on that? Now, even if you hear me, like I said, even if you hear me do like an extra beat or whatever's, don't worry about it. All right. It's just the way my hand falls, and it's something that you develop with time. You know what I'm saying? But the basic strumming pattern is up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down. So the initial strum, just to kind of get you going, is just a simple up, down. Okay? The rest stays as an up, down, down, down. Okay? Now, if you do get that bounce going, all right, that bounce will definitely add an extra hit to the strings, an up down hit if you let it. All right, and there's nothing wrong with that. So every so often we will you guys will hear me do these extra strums, you know what I'm saying? So it's not that they're wrong, they're not that they're advanced, it's anything, it's just me allowing the movements of my hands to just do what I do. All right, and that's the one thing that I want you guys to learn, is just to relax and just let it you know be cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Mark T, that could be a definitely different one. We will also learn the other two verses. They are a bit more difficult to pronounce. They are definitely more difficult to pronounce, Ralph. Yeah, we could, if you guys would like to. Give me a hands up if you guys would like to learn the other two verses. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Very good. Very good. Okay, because you know what? Not a lot of people sing the other two verses. All right. So very good. Okay, I'm down with that. I'm so down with that. All right. What time do we have right? Ooh, 25 already. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's finish this week, and then next week, Rolf, just for you, pop in here and I'll have the other two verses ready. Cool? All right. So I'll take care of that. So because it is a rare thing that you hear people do all of the verses. You know what I'm saying? Majority of the time, the recordings will just have the first verse and the chorus. All right. So that's a fantastic question, and I am so down with that. All right, Kate, let me go over the lyrics. Yeah, because I'm not flaring at the moment. I could flare. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yes, I can definitely go through that. So the inspiration of this song, let's talk about this song real quick. So Aloha ʻOe is commonly known as a very famous song, right? Written by Hawaii's last queen, Liliuokalani, when she was still just princess. Yeah, Liliuokalani. This was probably about 1878, I think it was 1877, around there is when this song was written. Now the inspiration for this song was based on an experience where she listened no she experienced an embrace from Mr. Boyd to I'm not too sure. There's a couple of different variations. If it was just a girl on the ranch who, I don't know, some association to Mr. Boyd, or was it to her sister, Princess Likelike at the time? But it was that inspiration that caused her to want to write this song. Okay. So that's what this song is really talking about. Now, in terms of what other kauna might be available within or hidden within this song, I am not too sure. Maybe if maybe some of our kumu out there might know a little bit more, I think that'd be a fantastic thing. Please let us know. We'd love to share it. you know This song became very popular, Yeah, back in the day. But anyway, even the melody was said to have been that she was humming at the time while they're resting in this trip. You know, it was said that the melody reminded, I think it was Mr. Boyd or somebody else that was hosting her trip, as they're traveling back and forth, they're returning, that it reminded him of another melody, and then everybody started to, sing or hum that melody. But anyway, by the time she got back to Washington Place, or her home, or wherever she was, whatever, she ended up penning the words to this song according to the melody. She handwritten it, and I believe it is still in the archives today, preserved with her actual handwriting. Yeah. So let's run through the pronunciation real quick. All right. So for those of us who might be just learning Hawaiian or not too familiar with Hawaiian, you're going to see these right here. Now, these are called okina. All right. Now, these okina represent a glottal stop. All right. And a lot of that can be heard at the back of the throat. Ha, yeah. So think of that sharp stop. Yeah. Ha, ha. All right. Now, when you are saying the vowels, make sure they are short and make sure they're open. Do not close. All right. So sometimes you'll hear people say ha, hey. It's ha. Okay. Do you hear that closing at the ending of the sound of the vowel? All right. You don't want that. All right. You want to keep it open. Ha, hail. All right. So it's not hail. All right. It's hail. Okay. All right. Kaua inapali. Okay. Now, when you're making that E sound, what I like to suggest to my students, especially if we're trying to learn how to say Hawaiian words for the first time, think of it as smiling. Okay. E. Yeah. E. So you have that sound. Ha'aheo e na pali. Right? So we might look kind of weird, but that's okay. You know what I mean? Weird is cool, guys. All right. Okay. Now, ke nihi, smile, nihi. Remember now it's ni he, not ni he. You hear that ending? You don't want that. Okay. Ke nihi. All right. Ba-ba-bum. Now you see that right there? You got that okina again. So it's ella. Ella. Okay, so there's a short break. Ke nihi ella. Okay, ella. Ikanahele. Ikanahele. Okay. Next one. And it might feel weird saying it. E hahai. All right. E hahai. Ana paha. Ikaliko. Okay. Paha. Ikaliko. Okay. Next one. Pua. Now, this is a tricky one, right? Sometimes this is kind of weird because you have an okina in the beginning of the word. So when you say it in the beginning of the word, it's yeah, ahihi. There's a glottal stop before the vowel sound. Okay, pua ahihi, ahihi. Okay, pua ahihi, lehua o uka. It does say uhai, but right now I'm just using hahai, and I believe it's a variant. Okay. I'm not that akamai in Olelo, Hawaii to really make the distinction or explain the necessary possible use of it. You know what I mean? So that's why it's left in parentheses. So possibly because it's a variation of saying that word, and it's some sing uhai and some say hahai. Yeah. No. Right now I'm just staying with hahai. Okay. Only hahai. But again, This is just a variation. Okay. So, but I am not aka smart to really go that far. Okay. All right. Pua ahihi lehua o uka. All right. Okay, so let's say the verse again. We're gonna say it back to back. 1, 2, ready, and ha'a heo ka'ua ina pali. Ke nihi a'ela I kanahele. E hahai ana paha I kaliko. Pua ahihi lehua o uka. Okay, very good. Let's get into the chorus. Hey, what's up, guys? Jan, what's up, Facebook? How you guys doing? Pop in the comments. Say hello, hello. All right, let's get into the hui or the chorus. Okay, so aloha ʻOe. Now remember, now there's a glottal stop in front of the o. All right, so there's a oi. All right, and think smile. We, oe. Yeah. Okay. Aloha ʻOe. Aloha ʻOe. Okay. Eke ona ona. Now, if I'm not mistaken, and maybe some of the kumu who is much more fluid and proactive. Now, singers will pronounce it as ona ona, but if you notice, there is no okina. All right, but in most cases, they will say ona ona, and you will hear it. And even I have a habit of saying it ona ona. But if I'm not mistaken, the proper way to say this is ona ona. Okay, so I just want to bring that up to you guys. Okay, so ona ona, yeah, is technically what it should be saying. Okay, ona ona, because there is no okina. Okay, noho ikalipo. Noho ikalipo. Okay. This is a tricky one. This is definitely one of Hawaii's hardest phrases. One fond embrace. All right. Okay. Next one is ahoi ae au. Okay. Now, when you say it together, it feels kind of weird. Yeah. Ahoi ae au. Yeah. So it really does feel strange, yeah? Okay? Ahoi ae au. Okay, very good. Okay, and again, another Hawaii until we meet again. Okay? All right, so those are the lyrics. Okay? Those are the lyrics. Now, again, for those of us that do want to learn the second and third verse, I'm going to cover that next week. It's a great point because, again, you only hear the whole first and chorus, and that's it. Yeah, in most cases. You never hear the second and third. Very rarely. Okay? All right, does anybody have any questions on these words? Anybody want me to say anything in particular again? No, we're good in the Zoom.
What does the HUI mean? Does it mean chorus? Hui?
Hui, yeah, yep. Yep. Whenever you see hui, for the most part it means chorus. Yeah, because then that's where like multiple people would jump in. Hui means like a group, you know what I mean? For the loosely translated, multiple people. I bet. Oh, okay. Sounds good. Very cool. Oh, virus check. Oh, serious business, man. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's basically it. Anybody else? Any other questions? No? You guys ready to try and sing it and play it together? Yeah. Now, one of the best things that I want you guys to remember is repetition is key. All right. Now, my goal as a teacher is to be able to get you to play on your own, not necessarily learning songs. There's a really interesting conversation that was had this week about how people learn today versus the way we teach here in Hawaii. All right. Everybody wants the whole thing without knowing the basic fundamentals and principles, right? Whereas here, culturally speaking, you're kind of eased into the learning process, right? You know what I mean? Versus learning a whole buttload of chords instead of learning how one chord can become multiple chords. So the mindset is different, and the approach to teaching is different. So, whenever you're in my classes, that's my goal, is to get you to a point where you become independent and start thinking like an independent player. You know what I mean? Again, we don't all need to be professionals, but we all want to be able to enjoy this instrument at its fullest. All right. Being limited to playing 5 to 10 songs is not enjoying this song to the fullest or this instrument to the fullest. All right. The ability to take what you learn, one simple thing such as a C scale, and applying it to figuring out a song like Jackie did for Give You Blue, that is my goal. That's what I want. That level of playing and that level of mindset. All right. Because it's a lifestyle, it's a pattern, it's a way of living for us here in Hawaii. You know what I mean? Growing up, every house, literally, during my days growing up, especially, I don't know what it's like nowadays, but it's a lot different from when I was growing up. But every house had an ukulele. You know what I mean? Every house had one, and every family would jam. Nowadays, you hear radios blasting, but growing up, I used to see the uncles and aunties jamming. You know what I mean? And that's the difference, from the backyard. Okay? So, quick little note there. Okay? Very quick little note there when it comes to that. All right? So, Facebook, hi, guys. We are here. All right, let's go ahead, guys. Now, let's do the strumming. Okay? Now, I want you guys to at least say the words, speak the words, and get familiar with the timing. All right? Feel the melody, feel the music, feel what you're doing. Take your time with it. Match my hands, all right? Because we learn that way. Experience is the best teacher. Watch and move. You want to get more technical? Then definitely join one of my classes. You'll get pretty technical real fast. All right. So we move together and we move at one speed. Cool. Let's try it. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready, and G. D7. G. D. Guys, how was that? Give me a thumbs up in the Zooms. Boom, 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 boom. Very good. Are you guys fluent Hawaiian singers now? You guys look like it. You guys look like it. All right, Zoom. How's it going over here with you guys over here in Facebook? How you guys doing? Boom, 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 boom. Wow, yeah, a bunch of you guys popped through. Right on. Very cool. Oh, there you go. Right on, Jen. Right on. Thumbs up, girl. Very good. All right, that's awesome. All right, guys. Hey, I tell you what, that is it for today, all right? So I am gonna go ahead, get this video up and ready for you guys, and then come back here on the KoAloha page. It'll be here ready for you guys. Those of you guys in my Patreon, it'll be in the Patreon as well with lyrics, the PDFs, and all that jazz. Other than that, take care. Have a great week. Stay safe. Love you guys. God bless. Aloha.